Hey Leo, hey. Today we're getting into it because Spirit has come and it's just like, when spring has sprung, we in renewal. So we're talking about spiritual messages to get you in or keep you in alignment. What is your next move? Welcome, Leo. Welcome back. I'm Shauna. This is your highest good tarot. And remember, Leo, whatever we say here is said in love and it's said for your highest good. So keep that in mind. And this message is not for everybody. Again, we getting into it. We're not dilly dallying today. Spirit, what is Leo's next move to get in and or stay in alignment? Already, Six of Swords. We have Leo, the Seven of Cups, and we have the Queen of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, Leo, Four of Swords. Now, doesn't that like, isn't that like the epitome of alignment? I mean, check it out, Leo. This is your energy. It's your energy to get you in this space of peace, keep you in this space of peace, in alignment with whomever is spiritually guiding you. It does mean that you are going to have to step away. As you can see, this isn't a group of people meditating, Leo. This is somebody in solitude. They're doing it on their own. Yeah, behind that Four of Swords, you got the Knight of Swords. And it will require, because the Knight of Swords is somebody, it's one of the fastest knights in the deck. It may be the fastest knight, actually, where it's requiring you to move away. Like, as you can see, if you look at it, these two pictures together, in order to stay and get in alignment, you got to make moves away from something. We're going to clarify that here soon. Didn't I tell you? Hermit is behind the Knight of Swords. It's going to require you to step away so you can be clearly guided, so you can be even more in tune, even more aligned, because there is someone or a behavior that is around you or in you that is still keeping you, I don't want to say separated, but not as close as you could be. And we all have to go through that. We're constantly elevating, constantly evolving. Page of Pentacles here. hmm For some of you who are just getting into alignment, this is where you start. This is where you start. For others of you, it's a step up. But regardless of where you are in the journey, it is a step up into more access for you. Spirit is showing me all the fruit down here at the bottom. And not only that, but even the wheat. That means abundance. So it means that you are actually stepping into and walking into access, a different amount of access, new level of access. But you have a decision to make. It's up to you with the lovers here. It's up to you how you're going to change your life. It's up to you if you want to unlock knowledge, sacred knowledge of your lineage, sacred knowledge of the universe. It's up to you. But you have to stay connected or reconnect for some of you. It's not going to be easy. These cards almost fell. It's not going to be easy. You got to put in the work. A lot of you have already been putting in the work. So that is why you get this opportunity to advance even more. Yes, I love that. So going back to the original spread of the Six of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this Six of Swords is different than the traditional Rider Waite, in the fact that a lot of times in the traditional Rider Waite, there is somebody you can in the card see somebody who is rowing or guiding somebody else. But this one is different because this is you, Leo. This is you being guided by your benevolent ancestors, your angels. They are the ones who are steering and leading you into the area that is closer to them, leading you into the area of peace and contentment, prosperity. But you have to stay focused. You know, these cups are out here for a reason. These cups are out here for a reason. It's one thing to be focused on other people's cups, Leo, and spirit is saying that you need to stay more focused on yours. Stay more focused on your connection, on your journey. So if you are more concerned about the journey of a loved one or worried about it, that's not that's not your concern. When we worry or are concerned about somebody else's journey, whether they are a loved one or not so much, it takes away not just from our connection, because that means we want some form of control, but it also takes away from the certainty and trust that spirit, the universe, God, your angels, their angels should have, because it's like you're not trusting their spirit team to take care of them. So it goes back to Leo. Essentially, when we look at this all together, this person that's in this boat being led by the universe, by their spirit team, is focused on the cups of others when the focus really needs to be on your cup, filling your cup. If you are constantly giving out of your cup to others, no, pour more into yourself, Leo, is what I'm hearing. Pour more into yourself. Can we clarify the Queen of Cups here? Clarifying the Queen of Cups. Because when you pour into yourself, then others are able to receive from your overflow. Six of Cups. These people are able to receive from your overflow, Leo. Think about it. Your children, your loved ones, they're able to receive from your overflow, but you have to stay connected. You have to pour into you, and pour into you means staying connected, staying in line, getting into alignment. At the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. There's an opportunity coming here. One that is going to ignite a lot of energy, a lot of passion. However, the test is going to be if you are going to take the opportunity Or are you going to let it pass because of other people's cups? Can we clarify the four swords over here for Leo? And Leo, then we're going to go into the advice here. Six of Pentacles. This is about that balance. Leo is staying in balance. Check it out. Check it out how this Six of Pentacles is way different than a traditional ride away. Look at all that abundance around her feet. And check out where her hand is going. All this abundance. People down here on the ground, they get from the overflow. But her hand is connected. Her hand is in alignment with the universe. Leo, this is about receiving the knowledge, receiving the gifts of the universe, and then everybody else gets your overflow as opposed to you giving out from your cup. Yeah, Five of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you have been given from a space of lack because you've been pulling out of your cup to the point where you are almost, Leo, on fumes. And that is not where your folks want you to be. Advice for Leo, please. Any further advice? We got the Hierophant. We have the Nine of Wands. My dog, y'all. And we have the Eight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, regardless of your gender identity, regardless of your biological sex, she is somebody who walks in her power, and she knows that her power intuitively and innately comes from her within, as well as what is given to her from the universe, from God, the angels, benevolent ancestors. She is connected. And Spirit is saying, like a Leo, you have to stay within your power. If you are not there yet, this is your opportunity to become empowered. Empower yourself. Again, the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Tradition has its place, but you are somebody who is spiritually guided. And there are people who learn from you, who sit at your feet, just like with the Hierophant. You are the one that people will um, learn how to empower themselves, learn how to connect with their team, with God. But it also requires the boundaries to be set. You have to set boundaries for yourself and stay in alignment with those boundaries, which means again that no more coming out of your cup, because that is a self limitation. That is one of those, it's a setup for victimization, it's a setup for restriction when you start coming out of your own cup, because you not only limit yourself, you are also limiting others because they become dependent upon you. And that is how we create codependence. You are not powerless. However, you have to trust and be certain that all can be taken care of by the journey and you staying in alignment. Any last messages for Leo? Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Makes sense to me. Mm, listen, time to connect, reconnect with your spirit guides, with the universe, your benevolent ancestors, God. They talking to you, Leo. Anything else for Leo? Anything else for Leo? You see what it says? Cultivating a life of luxury and comfort for you. That's what they're trying to do. But we can't do that when you coming out your cup. Luxury and comfort means that you are in overflow, Leo. Oop, that one came all the way out and hit the floor. Here we go. Check it out, Leo. The only thing you control is your response or reaction. You make the choice, which one are you going to do? Respond or react? The bottom line is you have to surrender. Anything else? Yep. Oop, didn't I say it? I said it earlier. And the common theme is surrender. It says doubt, fear, lack mindset, and the need to control separates you, Leo, from the divine, separates you from your benevolent ancestors, separates you from the universe. Surrender and trust. That's it, Leo. At the bottom of the deck, listen, your spiritual gifts are awakening. Or if they've already awakened, they are growing and getting stronger. However, you have to trust the process. Surrender and trust. Common theme. All right, Leo. That's what we have. Until next time, I hope this helps. I hope it helps you for your highest good. Bye.